Have you ever wondered how to figure out what your pacing is and what it should be? Well, then you've come to the right place because I'm discussing both of those topics in this video, so stay tuned.
You leave me lonely when you know I'm bad at being alone.
Hi guys, so this is part 2 of my pacing series. If you want to, you can click here to watch part 1. But in this episode, I'm going to talk about how you can figure out what your pacing is and what it should be, whether you're still in the prepping stage or you've already finished writing your story. So say you have just a nugget of an idea and you have no clue what the genre is going to be. Consider writing it in your favorite genre. Because A, if you love reading that genre, chances are you're probably going to love writing it. And B, if you've read a lot of books from that genre, you'll very likely have the pacing ingrained into you. Because of that, the pacing might come more naturally while you're writing, and you'll have less editing to do later on. If you don't want to write that genre, or maybe you're working with a publisher even now and they want a different genre from you, if you're needing to write a genre that you're not familiar with, read some books from that genre. Like for me, I'm considering writing a fantasy novel in the future. Somewhat near future, and I hadn't read fantasy since I was a kid, so I've started collecting more fantasy novels for my library. So some old ones that I love, the Narnia Chronicles, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you know, those are younger age groups, but still they're classics, right? So it has the rules in there, and it has the pacing, so The Hobbit even, or Lord of the Rings. But I've also been collecting some newer ones like The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson and Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. So I'm trying to read more from that genre because I'm not familiar with it. If you don't have time, try Audible. Try getting an audiobook and listening to it while you're making supper, or while you're going for a walk, or while you're driving, or whatever the case might be. But also, legally while you're driving, like not with headphones. Read how-to books. K.M. Weiland. I've mentioned her before on my channel, and I highly recommend her books. If you're in the outline stage, your outline will provide a bird's eye view of your story. So take a look at the outline and try to get a feel for what the pacing will be. If you already have your book written, you can check the pacing by checking the length of the chapters, checking the length of the scenes. Just keep in mind, longer chapters and longer scenes equal a slower pace. Shorter chapters and shorter scenes equal a faster pace. Now you should have a combination of them. You don't want to take your reader full throttle through the story from beginning to end. You don't want that. You need to give your readers a bit of a break from all the action once in a while. You need to give your characters a bit of a break. For the longer chapters and the longer scenes, you'll need to do character development and show the effect that everything that's happened is having on the character. Setups, payoffs. Think about that as well for the slower chapters. In the shorter chapters or the shorter scenes, if you have to do that, infuse it into the action. Another thing to consider is your sentence structure. Abrupt and or short sentences will mean a faster pace. Longer, flowing, drawn-out sentences will introduce a slower pace. We'll talk more about how to construct those sentences in part 3, and I'll also give some examples. But for now, I hope this helps you figure out what your pacing is and what it should be. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe below, and don't forget to click that bell so that you'll get notified when I upload new videos. Part 3 is coming on Friday. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and stay happy, healthy, and safe. Bye-bye.
So where do you leave?